Okay, I should be live now. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, it is nighttime, so we need to sleep. I need to readjust my sounds really quick. It's not terribly loud for you guys. Okay, let's sleep really quick, because I don't really want to work in the dark, and seems like a reasonable idea. So, yeah. I should also probably start recording the video, because this is also going to be a time-lapse. And yeah. Hello, Mr. Kermit. Hello, Paul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright. Let's go ahead and sleep. Seems reasonable. Alright, that seems like the perfect time to wake up. Alright. Hello there, Alex Rowe. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I believe I didn't welcome Transatlantic Scottish Lines. Sorry about that. Welcome to the stream. Okay. We should get started. Let me start the recording. Okay. So, we're going to base it off similar to the Boeing X-32. That's kind of our base design. That seems like a cool one to do. Oh, you're Olympic from Discord. Oh, okay. Very nice. Okay, we have $54,000 to work with. And yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, the cockpit is going to be 5 wide, just because that seems reasonable. And let's just start with this little bit right here. So the glass needs to be at least 4 blocks in height. I believe that's where it was set to. However, we'll go down. So this is 2 blocks here, and then we'll have this kind of like be an overhang, kind of like that. And then below we can have controls. And that way, it shall be pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and leave that like that. And now let's go ahead and work on the actual, main front area for the glass. So the windshield's going to be right here. Let's have this top section bit be a 1x4 wedge. So it's going to be a 1x4 here, and then 2 1x2s, and then it's going to change wedging. So it's 2 1x2s again, then a 1x4. And actually, I think I'm going to change that slightly. So it's a 1x4, then a 1x2, and then a 1x4 again. And then there's going to be a jet intake right here. So that's going to be kind of interesting looking. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this right here. Seems reasonable. However, what we should do actually is just put this 1x2 pyramid right here so we could actually use this little area and it won't be obstructed. Okay, for this front bit, we'll need to re-wedge this a tad bit. That'll work like this. Fantastic. Okay, we'll have to do the same, but upside down. Okay, let's go ahead and just start basically wedging this with the flow and go. Okay. We'll drag this to about right here. And the intake is going to start right here. So we'll need to kind of slope this a little bit. So the seat actually needs to be above this, so we'll have this go down to a point like this. Kind of like that. Will we have a lot of space? No, that's not a lot of space. Let's change the wedging around a little bit, and then we'll move on. So, how we'll do this is we'll put this wedge here, and we'll put this a little bit here. Same with this, and we'll add a 2x4 pyramid. And that way, this is steeper right here, so we'll have more space for the floor. And then we'll just plop this 1x4 block wedge right here, and then right here we'll put a 1x2 block wedge. That way, it's still fairly steep, and we also have more room in here. From here, we'll put a 1x4 wedge, and 1x4 wedge. Alright, let's go ahead and, I suppose, start on the intake. So the intake is actually going to have a lot of XML wedging, so we can actually make it look good. So what we'll do is we'll actually do one long piece going from here to here. This is going to be 7 blocks across. So let's go ahead and place this here. Let's go ahead, save this as its own entity as XML. Okay, let's save it. Oh, I forgot to override. Okay, let me go into my vehicle files really quick and change some numbers around. Alright, XML, I have it opened. Let me change one of these numbers to 7. Let me save it. Perfect. Alright, so this should now just be able to go through these blocks just like that. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in a tad bit. Seems reasonable. What does the plane look like in real life? It looks like the Boeing X-32. It was a concept aircraft that was supposed to be in competition with the F-35 to win over a contract. However, you know, Lockheed Martin won the contract and this project was dropped. Speaking of which, I should probably turn on mirror mode. I don't know how that's speaking of which, but we'll ignore that. Alright. Let's go ahead and I suppose we're going to need to drag this forward potentially. Just like this. Okay, maybe not. We're going to need to place a couple more of these. Okay. So this is going to be a lot of trial and error. It's not going to be the final product for a while. So it's going to look weird for a bit, is what I'm saying. Okay. So we're going to need to place... let's go back a couple of these. Okay. Let's place a 1x4 pyramid here. And let's place a 2x4 pyramid here as well. This will help out with the wedging for the intake. So what we'll do is we'll place this 2x2 pyramid right here. Actually, place this right here instead. And this is going to be part of the thing. Actually, hold on. Let me change this around a little bit. Let's place this here like this. Then from here, we'll grab a 2x2 pyramid. And we'll drag this from here to here. And then, from here, what we could do is we can place this 1x2 pyramid right here, and then we could just drag this along just like this, and this will be the intake, I think. Unless I could change this up a little bit. Okay. This is going to be interesting looking. We could place a 1x2 pyramid right here and XML that so it covers across here, and we could place some more XML blocks right here to cover that up, except I gotta change the number, so let me go into that really quick. It's kind of interesting on the Boeing X-32 how the intake is. It's kind of like the entire front of the plane. It's funky looking, that's for sure. Okay, let's place our 1x2 wedge right here. Actually, we already have one. Okay, let's go ahead and save this as XML. Okay, and let's go ahead and change one of the numbers to 5, and then we'll reload it. Fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. So what we'll do is we'll just simply merge this. Okay, this is the intake supposedly. I might make it slightly bigger. I'm not sure though. You know what? I might just make it so it's a 1x2 wedge right here, and then from here I'll make this a 1x1 wedge. Potentially that might look okay. This is definitely a concept aircraft for sure. It looks very odd. That is for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and change the wedging around right here so it's a 2x2 pyramid so that we're slowly getting a finer point right here. And this will be the bottom of the aircraft after a few more wedges, or a few more layers of wedges. So we'll just drag this down to here. And then from here we could place a 1x4 pyramid right here, just like that. And then we'll drag this to here. Okay. That definitely looks odd. Let's see if we can make this a little bit steeper. Potentially we can. Okay. This is just XML right here. However, what we can do is we can drag this up to here. Then we can place a 1x4 pyramid right here, or a 2x4 pyramid, I mean. Place that there, and then we could place this steep ledge here. Actually, you know what? I think what I'll do instead is I'll place this 1x4 block wedge here, just like that. I'll place this casually like that. Then I'll place a 1x4 wedge here, so it's a steep slope downwards, because that kind of looks cool. It's kind of on the real thing, so we'll go with that design. Okay. Let's see if we can, I guess, clean this up a little bit, supposedly, maybe. Let's try make the intake thinner, if we can. So let's grab a 1x2 pyramid, and we'll drag this, actually, we'll grab a 1x1 pyramid, and we'll drag this forward, just like that. Okay, then the 1x2 pyramid will be right here. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll delete this. And we can't really place another wedge there, so what we can do is we could place this XML here, and we could drag it so it's wider. So let's save this as an XML. There's gonna be a lot of XML on this. This is, it's gonna require a lot. So yeah, we'll be doing XMLing a lot. Okay, that should be fine as is, I think. I might change this around a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna change this around a little bit. So I'm gonna change this into a 1x2 pyramid, and we'll drag this to here. And then from there, we could place, I suppose, another 1x2 wedge, just like that. Actually, let's get rid of that. Let's see if we can just simply place this down right here. Will that look okay? Okay. Supposedly, it might look okay. It's gonna be a very boxy intake. That's for sure. Okay. Let's, from here. Let's see. I suppose from here, what we could do is we could do the, 1x4 wedge, just like this. Then from there, we'll just simply plop that down right there. So it's a nice and smooth transition. However, from here, what I want to do is I want to do a 1x3 wedge. Actually, I'll just go with 1x2 just to keep it simple. So I'll simply place this right here, just like that, and then we'll grab this 1x2 wedge, and we'll just simply wedge that right there. Okay. I think actually... Okay. Interesting. I might just entirely scrap this. Okay. Let's make it a little bit shorter so it's not as tall. So we'll just do this and that. Okay. Let's try this, see what this looks like. Okay, that looks interesting. I'm still not really fond of the design. Okay, let's just place this here. And let's place a 1x4 block wedge right here. Okay, let's fill this in. And... Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it'll look good. Let's get the cockpit in, and then we'll go from there and see if we like it or not. So let's start XMLing these windows. So let's just save this as an XML. Okay, let me open the XML file, and I'm going to change it so it's 2 blocks long for the initial length, just like this. So let's delete this, and we'll place this right here. And we'll invert it and place it right here as well. Just like that. Okay. This 1x2 wedge, not wedge, this 1x2 window right here needs to be XML'd as well. Okay, so I need to change, I'll try this number first, actually. Okay, let me try change this number. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that was the wrong one. Let me try this number right here. Yes, that was it. Okay, that'll work. Fantastic. Alright, now what we'll need is some odd window placements. So we're going to need to extend the cockpit back. And I suppose... Actually, you know what? I just realized we can delete this right here and then change this for a 1x3 block wedge. So it looks a little bit more naturally, I suppose. So let's do that really quickly. Okay, let's load it in now. Fantastic. That looks a little bit better. It's not as bad as it was prior to this. So that will be left alone for now. However, yeah, we'll just leave that alone for now. Okay, so we're going to need we're just going to place this simple platform right here. And I kind of want to see what it would be like if there was 2 seats. So there'd be 1 seat here. We could put XML wedging right here and then leave this space for the cockpit. Okay. I believe we could just dig back 2 blocks. So we can place an XML wedge. Actually, we don't really need that there, so we could actually just delete this a little bit. And we could put the cockpit here, a lot of the controls, and then we could fit another seat behind him. And that should work just fine. So we'll do that. However, I think I want to cram it in there a little bit better. So let's put it as close as we can get to the front seat, just like that. We'll put this as pilot seat as well. Okay, now let's go ahead and add a couple windows here. So the seating is going to go back as far back as here. So we'll just delete this a little bit. This is where the seating is going to go. So let's simply fill this in just like that. And that and that. Okay, let's put some green here just for, you know, there to be a platform for us to merge some glass when the time comes. So this is approximately 6 blocks, which is perfect because we can get a 1x2 window, this one right here, and we can extend it so that it's long enough. However, I think it'd be a better idea if, maybe not. Let's give this a go. So let's go ahead, save this as XML. Let me go into the XML file really quick. Let me change a few numbers here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so the back window is going to need a block and a half more space. So let's try a 3x1 window, also known as the narrow window. Maybe not anymore. Okay. Interesting, they changed it. Okay. Let's go ahead and save this as XML. Okay. Let's change a number really quick, and we'll give this a go. Okay. We could place this here, and they'll have half block more space than intended. However, we can put some other types of blocks there, you know, to fill it in since it's XML. XML is transparent. You can place blocks inside parts of it where there is no hitbox. Okay, let's go ahead and plop that down. Fantastic. We're going to need a 3x1 window angle, and we'll simply just select this. Let's save this as XML, and let me change the number on that really quick. Okay, let's try this out. And that was the wrong number. Let's go back to the XML file of it. Let me try this. Nope, that was also the wrong number. Okay. There's 3 different numbers I have to change, and I got it on the 3rd number. Fun. Alright, let's go ahead and place this. Why is this longer than it should be? Oh, hold on. I did the wrong number. Okay. Can I do ejection seats? I probably will not do ejection seats because those will take quite a while. And this is a career plane, so we're going to outgrow it pretty soon here. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and place ourselves a glass roof right here. Just like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete this green bit. Okay, let's go ahead and place this right here, and then this will go here. Fantastic. Let's drag this up, and we'll place a 1x4 wedge here, just like this. Actually, we'll place a 1x2 wedge here, just like this, and that will be fine. Okay, let's just plop this down here and this here, and then we could place this here, because if we place that there, we can place a 2x4 pyramid right here, and that's going to pop out a little bit. However, if we turn it black, it might kind of blend in. Yeah, that'll work. And we need to paint this. Okay, that'll work. Let's just paint this really quick. Okay, fantastic. That will work. Alright. So, now what we need is to add the wing area on this. So let's just simply place this along here. And then what we'll do is we'll create this little hump along the kind of center line-ish. And how we'll do this is we'll select this, save content, XML. We go ahead, go into the XML file. Let me change the number around so that it will be 9. And then we can simply clear content, load content, bam. It goes from here to here now. The power of XML is immense. Okay, let's place this along right here. Actually, right about here. What we'll do is we'll place this down like this. And this will become a 1x2 wedge row right here. So we can configure this. Actually, right here will be part of the wing. So let's place an inverse pyramid right here. Actually, let's do that block further forward. And we'll also place one right here for the XML in a second. Or maybe not. Okay, so what we'll do instead is we'll simply place this right here. Okay, and we'll just place this right here. Okay, this is going to be the first wing, I suppose. The main wing. So we'll place this just like that. And it's going to be slightly different than the real thing. So let's move this as far forward as possible. And we'll make this slightly wider. Actually, you know what we'll do is we'll change it so it's just a basic wedge instead of a inverse pyramid and pyramid. Okay, we'll place this here. And then we'll grab a 1x4 wedge and we'll simply place that right here. And we could drag this to about right there. And then behind that we can place another row of those. Actually, let's thin this out a little bit. Okay, we'll place that right there. That'll work. Alright, let's grab a 1x2 wedge and we'll simply plop this down and drag it all the way back, just like that. Alright, fantastic. Let's go ahead and delete a bunch of these because we don't need that. Okay. Fantastic. Let's fill this in. Oh, that was one block too far. Okay. Fantastic. Now what we'll need to do is we'll just need to fill that in. And we'll fill this in right here as well. Okay. This is going to be fairly big, but what I need to do is I need to decrease the size a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll delete this little bit on the tip, and then I'll start carving out the wings so that I can place 1x4 wedges just along like this. And actually, I'm going to carve out 2 more blocks. Just like that. Okay, let's delete all this. Just like that. And we'll plop that down right there. Fantastic. Okay, so now what we'll need to do is we'll need to figure this out. This is going to be the vertical / horizontal stabilizer. It's going to be one of those mixed wings. I don't know what the exact name is called, but it's going to be using a non-traditional style that I like to use. It's not going to be on pivots, just to save on lag, and why not? So we'll just simply place this just like that. So how we're going to do this is we're going to grab a 1x2 pyramid, and we'll simply place this right here. Then we'll carve another row out like this, and we'll place this right here. Fantastic. We'll place this right here, and I guess we'll go up just another layer. So we'll place that there, and then from here, what we'll do is we'll simply just place this here so that we can complete that. Then we'll grab a 1x2 pyramid, and we'll place this here. Actually, let's make the top 2 blocks long. Okay, so we'll place a 1x2 pyramid right here. Okay, we'll place this right here, and that there, and that there. Okay, there we go. It's tilted at an angle, and it's not using pivots. Fantastic. All right. It's slowly taking shape. Ruddervators. Thank you. That is indeed what it's called. All right. So, I think I'm gonna extend this mid piece so it's a block wider, because that seems like a reasonable thing to do. So it's 3 blocks wide, so we can actually fit like a decoration duct and fan inside of it. So what we'll do is we'll place a 1x2 wedge along this entire surface, just like that. We're going to need to do some more XMLing, so let's go ahead and save this as a regular XML block. And we'll change one number to be 5. Let me save that. Okay, I'll load it. Fantastic. Am I going to add afterburners? Yes, I will add afterburners. Okay, so now we'll need to, XML this right here. This one needs to be quite a bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit of XMLing for this one. So this one needs to be 9 blocks long, so let me save that really quick. And let me change this in the XML code to 9. Okay, let's load this, let's paste this, let's invert it and put it on the other side as well. Fantastic. Alright, so here's where it gets kind of interesting. So we're going to delete that right there. We're going to grab a 1x2 pyramid. This 1x2 pyramid is going to go right here. However, what we're going to do is we're going to save this as an XML. We're going to load up the XML file, and we're going to change one number to change it to a 2x3 rather than a 1x3. Oh, wrong number. Hold on. Stand by. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I clicked off the game on accident. Alright, let's try this. Okay, perfect. This will go here. We'll merge that. We'll invert it. Drag it over to here. We'll merge it. Now, it may look like there's a giant hole in the cockpit now. What we can do with that is another XML. We can XML this so that it covers up this. So let's save this as an XML. And let me open the XML file. And let me just simply change that to 3 blocks. And I'll just load it, just like that. And bam, it's gone. Just like that. Alright, I need to merge this with right here. Okay, let's merge that, and let's merge this. Yes, this is going to be a very cozy cockpit. That is for sure. Okay, so, now what we'll do is we'll place, I suppose, some things right here. These are going to be control surfaces. These are going to be for the pitch axis. So how we'll do this is we'll just place a 1x4 block right here. Actually, so we'll place this right here. We'll drag it out. And then we'll go forward 1 block. And then we'll place this 1x2 block right here. Just like that. Those are a little bit too close to this. I think this is still a little bit big. So I'm going to delete another layer, so we'll have to change this around. These wingtips should only be 4 blocks, so we're going to need to delete all of this. and we're going to need to shorten it by a lot. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just simply fill this in just like this, and this will have pitch control surfaces on it. I think this is a bit big, so I'll change the size. I'll change it by this much. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the entire horizontal stabilizer on this is actually just a control surface. Indeed, I did know that. However, it's quite neat. It's quite cool information. Okay. So, we're going to need to change this because this looks kind of awkward right now. So let's select this entire thing right here. We'll just cut it. What did I miss? Okay, I missed nothing. All right, let's. Oh, that's in the surface. That's in the roof for some reason. Okay, let's place this as far forward as probably right here. I suppose right there. Okay. So I think what we'll need to do is let me look something up really quick. Okay. So I'm going to make these a little bit bigger actually. I'm just going to drag this so that it's wider by this much. So quite a bit wider. And we'll drag it back 2 blocks or so. And then, actually, we'll not do that. We'll delete a little bit of this actually. So what we'll do is we'll simply select this. We'll cut this and we'll move it 2 blocks and we'll paste it just like that. And we'll do the same for the other side. Okay. So let's grab this, let's cut it, and let's paste it. Okay. Let's place this 1x4 wedge right here. And I think that will be fine. So this will need to go right here. However, I think this is a little bit big. Let's try to shave this again. This is kind of weird to do. It looks very unproportional. So what we'll do is we'll just simply place this right here for now, in the meanwhile. Aha, yes. What if I put the GE90s on this? GE9Xs. That would be funny to add to this, but we're not going to do that today. Okay, so this is going to be where the all the fun stuff is. This is going to be where the afterburner is and such. So let's actually move this back a block, just like this. Okay, we'll place a 1x4 wedge here, and we'll place a 1x2 wedge here, just like this. And this is going to be where the, afterburner and such is going to be. The jet exhaust. Okay. We'll place this roughly right here. Let's see. We're going to have to... actually, you know what we could do is we could just place it out as far back as here. Maybe a block further back. A lot of this is trial and error to make it look good. Okay, we can go with this. Let's just go with that for now. That might look cool for a bit. So we'll work with that. Okay. So for this section, we'll need to kind of frame this out a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this and we'll drag this out to here. We'll place this right here. And simply we'll just grab the 1x2 pyramids and we'll just fill that in just like that. Okay. So just like that, that will work. However, this needs to be fixed a little bit. I'll just put an enclosed pipe right here. And then I'll just place a 1x2 block there. That might look okay for now, I suppose. We'll try put this right here, see if that helps. Helps a little bit. Okay, so now what we'll need to do is we'll need to drag this along here till the back. And I think this is going to need to be slightly different. Okay. This is kind of small on the inside. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll actually move the wings down a block. And yeah, I'll try that, see what that looks like. So I'll have to move this down. Same with the other side. Okay, let's paste that. Just like that. Alright, fantastic. Let's simply place some wedging right here. Just like this. We'll place some 1x2s along this section. Just like that. And right here, we'll just place this temporarily. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to reconfigure this area a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll drag this forward a tad bit, just like this, and just overall reorganize this wedging, just like that. Okay, that will work. So this does look a little bit weird, however, it should fit. Okay, let's just place this 1x2 block wedge here. We'll place this there, and then we can place this here to continue the smooth slope. And we'll fill this in, just like that. Huh, this looks really weird, to say the least. Alright, so, right here, let's place this just like this. Looks very dense, to say the least. This we'll have to change to be like that. And this, we'll just close this off with a 1x4 pyramid. Alright, the landing gear is going to need to go somewhere. So we'll actually have to build the jet engine first, so we can actually fit it, which shouldn't be too big of a problem. So we'll just place it right here on the top row. Let's grab the intake. We'll place the intake on this block that we just placed. Oh, that block is not solid. Okay. Let's place this right here. Let's grab a jet compressor. Okay, we'll need a combustion chamber then. Let's make this face straight down. We'll do that for now. Okay. Let's now place the turbine. The turbine will need to face down for the power output. And then from there, we just grab a jet duct straight, and we'll just put this into here. Just like that. Okay. Interesting looking. Let's I suppose what we'll do is we'll just change this main area so it goes down a block and kind of break the super flat surface up so it's not completely like flat as a pancake, because at the moment it looks a little weird like that. So we'll just I suppose what we'll do is we could place a row of 1x4s right here. So yeah, we could do that. So how we'll do that is we'll place this right here. Let's place 1x2s. 1x4 is going to need to go from here upwards. So let's place this right here. Okay, so place this right here. However, what I think we'll do is we'll actually XML this. So we'll simply select this. We'll save it as XML. And we'll just change one of those numbers around. And bam, that's the wrong number. Fantastic. Okay, this should be it. There we go. Okay. So this will go here. We'll just simply merge this. And we'll invert it and put it on the other side. Just like this. Okay. Let's fill in this little gap right there. And this little bit, we'll just plop that down, I suppose. Alright. This needs to be fixed up a bit right here. So what we'll do is we'll place this right here. Okay. So we need to place this right here. That way we can place these right here. Just like that. And then from there we can actually, I suppose we could just place it like this right here. So we'll do that actually. So we'll place this here, and then we'll place a 1x2 wedge here, then a 1x4 wedge crossing. Just like this. Okay. This does look pretty weird, but oh well. Alright. So, for the jet, for the landing gear to be stored, I suppose what we'll do is we'll have it rotate forward, potentially. And we'll just make it rotate like a swinging pivot door. So let's grab that. So we'll place this right here. We're going to need to delete these three. Actually, let's delete these three right here. Okay, we're going to need to build off of this. So let's build this up to here, and then we could just build that off there. Okay, so that's our swinging door. It's going to create a lot of drag, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Okay, so this is going to get in the way, so what we'll do is we'll do some more XML. So we'll simply save this as XML, and then we go to the XML files, change a number, call it good, and then I will load it, just like that. Fantastic. Okay, let's invert it and do the same on the other side. Alright, fantastic. Okay, so the landing gear. That's going to need to go somewhere right here. Probably just right here. Okay. For the wheels, we'll just do something else. Actually, this needs to go a little bit further forward. Right about here. So we'll simply plop this wheel down right here on this side so that it's straight. And that's not going to hit the ground. Okay. We're going to need to place this right off here. Just like that. Let's increase the size now. Actually, let's go 1.25. That seems reasonable. Or just regular sized. That seems fine as well. Okay. This landing gear is going to be interesting. Okay. There's a seat right here. Maybe we can get away with XMLing our way out of this. Aha, yeah, we could do that. Okay, so the front gear is going to fold backwards. It seems very untraditional, which is kind of weird to do that. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to grab a pivot. We'll grab a robotic pivot. And let's delete this temporarily. So this is going to fold backwards and plop this right here. However, this isn't really going to match up with the back wheels. Interesting. Okay, so, let's see. I think I'm actually gonna have to move it forward a couple blocks. It's probably right here. So the mid of the wheel is going to have to be back here. So this will have the wheel end up right here. Okay, that'll work. I just need to use this small landing gear. And actually that's a block too high. So I could actually just place that right here and that'll be fine. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and simply just place this along like this. So what we'll do actually is we'll change this to the other type of landing gear. So we need to place this right here. And then from here, we'll place this 3x3 landing gear. So it's going to be off-centered, just like that. However, what we can do with this footblock pivot is we can rotate it. And that way, when we rotate both of them, it'll fold flat, and the tire side, so this plate right here will be facing up into the seat. So it'll be flat. That'll be kind of cool. Okay. Okay, this section right here is going to be for guns as well. So we'll have to configure this for guns. What if we put the guns in the intake? Oh, that would be funny. That would be very funny. Okay. We're gonna need to redo this a little bit. Just like that, and that'll be fine. Okay. Alright. So, I suppose we should start with logic. We're going to need to do a few things for this. Let me save this really quick. This will be, I suppose, career, a VTOL, a vehicle 2, and then we'll put YT. Okay. So, what I want to do really quick is I'm going to paint the exterior. So I'm going to do with 105, 105, 105 for the RGB. Roughly 105, 105, 105. That'll give it a nice camo dark gray look to it. So let's just go with the fill paint. And we'll just simply paint it. So we're going to need to paint this as well for that to be painted. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be kind of weird for the XMLing. I could just place it right here because I don't really have a block that's there. Okay, that doesn't... Yeah, okay. Alright. We'll just paint that. And then we'll paint this and these two. Okay, we'll paint this as well as this. Fantastic. Okay, let's just start filling all this in. Seems like a reasonable idea. Okay. So, I think once this is all done, it'll look better with this shade of gray. Because potentially it might look cool. I'm not sure though. So we'll give it a go. Okay. Let's just simply fill this in like that, that, and that, and that. This needs to be colored as well. Okay. Let's fill this in. 1,000 buttons. No thanks. Alright. Let's simply just color this just like that. Okay. Fantastic. Let's just simply paint that, and we'll paint this now. Alright. let's paint the perimeters of this really quick so we can paint this entire wing with the fill paint tool. And same for here. Let's fill this in. Okay. Fantastic. Alright. Let's fill this section in. Same with this. Okay. So hopefully this does work pretty well. That would be very nice. So yeah, let's just continue painting in the meanwhile. Okay. Fantastic. Alright. Let's paint that. And this and this. Gotta do that and that and that and that. And then for this interior area, we're going to cut it off right here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cut it off right here. And we'll paint everything black beyond that. Pitch black so that, you know, you can't really see past it. Okay, we don't need this block here. We'll delete that. Okay. Alright, let's just paint this to the RGB color of 000. Or, yeah. The darkest of the darks. Okay. This is very dark. However, this front top bit we're going to need to paint gray. Because, you know, it has to blend in. Okay. Now we'll just paint this bit black. Just like that. And that will work. Alright. Fantastic. It's looking better already, actually. A lot better. It does look better in gray. Okay. Let's paint this top bit, just like that. And now we'll paint the gear, because that needs to be painted as well. Fantastic. Let's paint the gear the darkest of the darks. Okay. Alright. We need to paint this stand over here as well. Seems like a good idea. Alright. That definitely does look a lot better. Oh wow, this is short. We're gonna have to extend this gear to be taller. Actually, it doesn't really look that bad. Okay. Let's extend this gear really quick first. Because, you know, looks a little bit awkward being that low to the ground. Okay, let's try this. How much better does it look? In my opinion, I like it a lot better when it's painted that gray. If that's what your question was. Okay, we just need decoration and functionality now. The view is pretty good. Why are we drifting? Oh, I think this is on low. Whoops. Okay. Will this be VTOL? Hopefully, yes. Hopefully I can successfully do it. I'll have to put the GE 9X engines on this, so that will be funny. I think this is the same size of the engines, though. I don't think it'll fit. Yep, this is literally the same. The engines on the GE 9X engines are actually bigger than the plane, almost. The fuselage fits in the engines. Oh, geez. That's funny. Wow. That was interesting. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Let's see. Let's place some guns on top of the wings, actually. I think a better place for the guns would be right here, because then you can also load them. So let's grab the auto cannons. This one's right here. And that should work just fine, in theory. Just need to paint this right here. If we even can. Okay, we'll paint that first, and then we'll do that. I think I have to fill paint. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, now I can place these. Okay, and what we could do here is we can place this right here. Then we could place this right here, kind of hiding it a little bit. Sort of hiding it. And then we could just place this like that. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't look the worst. So that's good. It's hidden pretty well. So we actually gotta keep in mind this this has to be functional. I keep forgetting this is a plane we have to use to actually fight down the enemies. Like we're actually gonna use this. Which is interesting to think about. Hello everything Garfield, welcome to the stream. I just realized I said Garfield really weird. Welcome, welcome. Alright, fantastic. Center of gravity is here for the fans. Let's see. So for these control surfaces, these are way too big. How about these? Oh, these are so close. Can I just sneak this in? Would this look bad? Yeah, maybe a little bit too. Okay. Let's place some fin rotors right here. And we'll just place this 1x2 right here. Okay, maybe let's put it a little bit deeper in there. Okay, it's definitely a temporary solution. Okay. Alright, let's add in some roll control. So we'll have to add this in right here. This will work for controlling the roll of the aircraft. It may be a little bit weak at the moment, but that's fine for now. As far as the yaw, I think we'll just have to put it internally. I think. Yeah, we'll just put it internally. Okay. Let's, I suppose, get the engines running. So let's start on the cockpit. So first of all, we need to make the canopy open. So we're going to grab a robotic pivot, this one right here. I'm going to place it way down here. And this is going to open the canopy. So we need to select the canopy. And we'll just cut it, we'll paste it. And then we'll grab a row of blocks from here. We're going to delete the seat temporarily. And so there's a block here, so we can delete this and place this merger to there. And then we could just merge it. Okay. Now we'll have to repair all this. So let's just simply place this back right here, just like that. And we'll replace the flooring, because that seems reasonable. Okay, so we'll just drag this forward. And we'll grab the seat. And we'll simply place it down. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to place a basic button right here that will work for the canopy. So what this will be, actually, let's place it right here. So this will be a double-sided toggle button. However, the bottom side will face up because there's no hitbox on that side, which is kind of strange. So we could just simply place a block over it like that, and it'll be perfectly fine. So let's grab a numerical inverter, and we'll place this right here. Actually, why am I grabbing that? I don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna grab a compact numerical switch box, which is a microcontroller that's custom of mine. And we'll place it there, and we'll place this to the double-sided toggle button. So, what we'll do for the switch box is we'll do 0.03 for the opening size initially and see if that looks okay. So, what we'll do is we'll simply grab a battery, this one right here, and we'll simply connect this to the button and the pivot. Fantastic. Let's save this, and we'll spawn it in, and we'll try it out. This thing looks so funny. Alright. Let's see. Where is the button? Okay. Oh, that... Okay, maybe we'll have to elevate the thing a little bit higher? Okay. Let's get rid of this really quick. Okay, let's go ahead and move the pivot higher up. So, what we'll do is we'll place this block here. That way, we can still have a object that's still merged to the window. So we could just simply merge this to here, and that will merge to the window. Just like that. Okay. Now let's delete this excess of blocks, and let's change the switch box value. Okay, we'll put this to, let's do 0.5. Let's try that out. Okay, so the switch is right here, so what I'll do is I'll grab these RGB values and go down 10 each, and we'll paint over the blocks so that we can see a little bit of a difference so that we know that that is the button. Okay. It's right here, so we'll just simply open that. Seems to be enough. So, I might go a little bit more, potentially. I might just leave it at that, and that probably will work fine. Okay. So, now that we got that done, let's go ahead and start on this part of the cabin. So what we'll do is we'll place these blocks right here. We're going to have a artificial horizon somewhere right here. I need to figure out what block is a hitbox and what isn't. So we can place a artificial horizon right here. So let's grab that. Actually, I need a HUD. This right here. This HUD will go right here. and we'll simply just place it right there. Okay, fantastic. So we're just going to place a bunch of instrument panels right here. Let's actually clean this cockpit up just a tad bit, so it's a little bit, more organized. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, I suppose, place a robotic pivot right here. This one right here. So this will tilt forward. Let's grab the instrument panels, and we'll start stacking them, just like this. And that will be good. So now we'll grab a key button, a keypad, this right here, and we'll simply hook this up to the robotic pivot. Let's connect electrics to both of these. Oh, you have to eat dinner? Alright. Have a good one. See ya. Okay. Now, let's get in the cockpit. And let's try and configure this. Let's try 0.3. That's too much. Let's try 0.1. That's too little, so let's try 1.5. Let's try 1.7. And we want this perfectly flush with here, which that is perfect actually. So 1.8, sorry, 0.18 is our lucky number. So let's go for constant number. And we'll place this constant number right up here. Just place it right there. So this will be 0.18, and this will be connected to that robotic pivot. Now, we have lots of space for more buttons and controls. So, what I think I'll do is I'll first of all repaint this because this needs to be fixed. And what if I painted this to more of a goldish color? Never mind, that didn't look good. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start filling this out. So this bottom one is going to be our throttle. Actually, we'll have our throttle down here. So we need to configure this a little bit so that it's not a messy pile of blocks and bricks. So, did I just delete the button? Yes, I did. Whoops. Okay. So, let's place these right here. And we'll just fill this in a little bit. Okay, so, we'll have a few controls right here. So let's grab a throttle lever. This right here will control our throttle. So we'll do 1 to 150. And that will be connected to a PID that will connect later on. Okay, so this is really driving me crazy. I might change this to a 1x3 wedge. That might be better. So, actually, I think I'll do that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply turn this right here into a XML really quick. Oh, I almost saved over the vehicle. That would have not been good. Okay. So, I need to go into the XML file really quick. Change this number, and that'll work. Okay, cool. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, perfect. So we'll place this down right here, and we'll simply grab this. So we've copied this, then we'll press Control Z, so that's no more, and move this over a block and back, and we'll place this here. We'll invert it, and we'll place this here. Just like that. Okay. fantastic. So we'll place this right here and we'll start filling, oh, let's start filling this in. So, since we did this here, might as well do this here so this matches up. So, what we'll do is we'll simply move this over and down, and we'll simply paste it in there. And then we'll have to do it on the other side as well. And we'll just place it right here. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's turn this to the default color, and then we'll repaint this. All right, fantastic. So, now we have more space than we had prior. So, what we could do is we could simply replace this for that, and that's much better. Okay, so now that we have more space, we can move our throttle value up. Well, we can move it forward. So place this right here. Okay, then we'll have a circuit breaker, which will be most of the power, except, you know, like the basics, like the this right here and the canopy. So what we need to do now is we need to save this really quickly because we haven't done that in a while. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually replace the current gray for a little bit of a lighter gray for now, temporarily. Just to maybe something like this color of gray right here. Be a little bit darker. This light kind of suits it. Okay, we'll go with this for now. Alright, so now we need to, I suppose, repaint this to this right here. And I'm trying to think of what to do. We need to start with, you know, the interiors and such. So let's go ahead and kind of empty this out as much as possible where we can. So that was about it. And I suppose we'll go in here, and we're gonna need a couple ductant fans. 4 total. If I can even fit 4 ductant fans. I think I can. I should be able to. Unless it won't fit. Okay, so I could fit some right up here, I think. I should be able to fit one right here. Okay, what are the arrows? Oh, I gotta go 1 block further. Okay, that's kind of not really hidden. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more XMLing. So, let me save this, and let me place this right here. Just like that. Let me turn mirror mode off, and I'll simply save this as XML. Okay, let me go into the files. Let me change these really quick to 3 and 3, and 3 and 3 for the other numbers. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, we need to separate these a little bit. So, what we'll do is we'll just simply grab this. And I just realized I did this wrong. So, all I needed was this one right here. And that's it. Yeah, I just realized I only needed one. Okay. So, what we'll do is we'll simply place this here. Then we'll invert it. And then place this here. And then we'll delete these. Okay, let's merge this with the plane. Why isn't it merging? There we go. It's just a tricky spot. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll grab this right here, and we'll save this as an XML. Okay. And I will simply just change it up really quick. Clear content, XML. So I'll place this right here. And then I'll invert it and put it on the other side. Just like that. Fantastic. Okay. So I need a 1x3 regular wedge. So let's simply select this, save it as XML. Let me go into the PNG, well, not the PNG, the XML file. And let me simply change the number. And we'll clear content, and here it is. Fantastic. So we'll just simply paste this along right here. Just like that. Fantastic. That works out. So let's just merge these really quick. Seems like a reasonable idea. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll copy and paste this to the other side. Okay, fantastic. Okay, we'll place this down here now, and we'll move it over, and we'll just merge that. Okay, so that is fine, and actually looks better that way. So, we'll have to repaint that later on, but for now we'll leave it like that. Okay, so now we need to work on the landing gear functionality. This is fine poking out as is. However, we need to figure out a place to put the other ducts and fans. This is going to be interesting. Yeah. Will this even work? I'm tempted to just put, putting a prop in here and having that as the petrol yaw and such. Okay. So, I think what we can do, and I feel like we should do this, this would be kind of a good idea, is we can grab a propeller, and is it gonna fit? Yes, it can fit. However, we'll have to put it right here. It'll have to be upside down. And it's kind of in the way, so that's great. We're gonna have to move the jet engine down. We're also gonna have to reconfigure the gear location. Fun. Alright. We have a whole new set of problems. Okay. Okay. So, let's delete this duct and fan since we're not going to need it. And we'll just, yeah, simply fill that in. Okay, so, we can, in theory, fit the landing gear in here if we do it right. If we have it at the right size and angle. So, we're going to need a couple jet diagonal ductants, or whatever they're called. And from here, we'll just simply down curve it from right here, so we can actually let this get out. Actually, one block further. Okay. Let's simply place the jet ductant diagonals down here until they touch the ground. And from here, we can move this forward a couple blocks. We'll place this right here, right next to landing gear. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the fuel will face up. The jet turbine will face up. just like that, and then we'll need this, whatever this is called. Okay, fantastic. We're going to need to move this a block further forward, just like this. And then from here we'll have 2 propellers, 2 rotors. Ooh, this is going to be a tight fit. Why is this not a DC-10 with GE NX engines? Because. Because I said no. No. Alright. Is this gonna fit? No, not really. Okay. This is a tight fit. Actually, we can delete a little bit of this. Yeah, we can delete that. Okay. Yeah, this should work, actually. We just need to invert this. Just like that. We need to shrink these as well. Put these as 3 blades. Okay, so what I think we'll do is actually I think we should add a little bit of thickness to the wings. So how we'll do that is we'll just simply break this leading edge and place this on just like that. And then below we can place a few XML blocks, I suppose. Or not. We'll not do that actually. Okay, so this is going to need to fold in so that it gets to a certain point on the dot. So let's temporarily delete this. Actually, let's save this. We haven't done that in a while. Okay. So the propeller is slightly sticking out. That's ever so slightly concerning. We change these to 1x4s. So let's put this right here. And then we'll just place the 1x4s right here. Oh, that's right, we can't. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Alright, we're going to need a basic PID controller. So, we're going to place this in here just like that. We'll put this as a 0. And the other numbers we'll leave alone. So this will go to the RPS, the throttle. We're going to need a constant on signal. This will go right here. Okay, we'll connect this to here. Process variable will be the RPS, which is right here. Set point will be the throttle value. This will be that right there. Okay. So we're going to need to set 1 and 2. Actually, 2 and 3 as throttle up, throttle down. And then leave 1 for brakes. This will be a push button. So actually we should probably warn that this is a push button. Okay. So let's get started with more logic. Okay. Alright, let's save this and then we'll get started. Okay, so we have our HUD right there. We're going to need navigation. So that we can put on a 2x2 screen. The navigation is going to be very important because we don't really have any indication on where we are. So this is going to take up a lot of the space. We might actually be able to put it right here. Let me see. Is this right way up? No, that's sideways. Okay. Um, let's see, because the navigation is very important. We can't really live without it. Okay. Let's save this, and I'm going to need to load in some things from the workshop. I think actually it's just in my inventory map. Okay. I think this might be it. So let's get a GPS sensor. We'll simply plop it down right here. Okay. The X coordinate will go to here. The Y coordinate will go to here. Compass, we'll need a compass. A compass sensor. This will go right here. This will connect to the compass. The altitude. Let's grab a altimeter. Or yeah. And we'll connect that to there. The composite will need to go from here. And then the video will go to here. And it'll be active if the player is sitting down. So if the seat is occupied, then the screen will turn on. And let's grab a battery. And we'll place this battery down right here. Fantastic. That will connect to all of these. Okay, let's call it good. Let's save it, spawn it, and go for it. Alright, let's open the door. I did not connect power to the door. Fantastic. Let's do that really quick, because that's pretty important. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's hop in, close the door. You know what? Honestly, I'd rather have it on this front panel, so we're going to do that. So, we're just going to simply cut it and paste it. Just going to plop it down right here. Let's put it right here. Okay. I should also give this pivot some power. Pivot power. Alright, let's try that. Okay, that will work. Cool. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see. We actually have to do a little bit of repainting, so let's do that really quickly. Whatever this is from. I think this is from the main area. Whatever that is. Okay, let's try paint it. It's not really working. Is it actually not working? Okay. I think it's just the XML. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. So, now let's go ahead and give power to the circuit breaker after we delete this really quick and delete the other power sources. So, we'll place a battery right here. Just like that. And we're going to need to give this a clutch. So let's put this sideways. Just like this. And simply, we'll actually make this face backwards. And then this will face sideways. This will go back one, and it'll flip a 180. That way we can put a clutch in here, just like that. And if we need a gearbox, there will be a place for a gearbox. Okay, let's grab a tank of fuel, a medium tank, just for testing. And we'll plop this down, I suppose, just right over here. Do it on both sides to counteract the weight. So we'll have to put it right here. That seems like a good place for it. Nope, that's not. Okay, let me place it right here. Okay. Going to make it go this way, just by a couple blocks. And let's put a T-pipe right here. And we'll place this right here. Fantastic. This is one block off. Okay. Alright. This needs to be jet fuel. Alright. So, let's connect the battery to the circuit breaker, which is this one right here. Let's also connect the battery to the button and that, and then it'll connect to everything else. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Oh, we're also going to need some navigation lights and such. Macaroni, yes. And the chicken strips, of course. Because why not? Alright, let's try this. Actually, let's add some lights first. What if we added winglets to this? That'd be kind of funny. Alright, let's add the green navigation lights and then the red. So how we'll do this is we'll just simply paint this, and then we'll turn mirror mode off, and then we'll paint this side, just like that. Fantastic. And then we'll have to have a white light somewhere. So we'll probably just put this right here. Or maybe not. We'll put this somewhere on here. Okay, let's go ahead and put this. I suppose we could put this right here, and I don't see much of a problem besides the fact it looks a little bit ugly. Okay, let's go ahead and replace the exterior colors with 105, 105, 105. Okay, so let's carry on with business. We're going to need landing and taxi lights and a functional gear. That seems like a good idea. Okay, so we're going to put a numerical switch box. We'll place this on the wing for now. And what we'll do is we'll actually reconfigure this. So there's one more logic node. This will be a number, and this will be passing through here instead. This will be going through the off. Now if we press the button, it will change the signal and it'll cancel out this. So this will apply to the wheels. So if we press the toggle button, which will lift the landing gear up, the wheels can no longer turn left and right. So this will go to the wheel steering. Okay, so we'll put this to the left and right. And we'll put a clamp in here, might as well. Let's put a clamp. Actually, there's no need for a clamp. Okay, so Let's go ahead and put some buttons in here. So 1 and 2. Okay, we'll need a 3 and a 4 here. And actually, what we'll do is we'll set this to park and brake. And this one will be landing gear up. Fantastic. Let's put an arrow button right here. And this will be a toggle button. This will, toggle for the gear to go up. Okay, and then these right here will be the start of the lights. So this will be nav lights. That'll be a toggle button. This one right here will be taxi lights. I don't know why I put taxi in all caps. So this will be a toggle button. Okay, this will be a button of simming of toggle. This will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this right here will be, I suppose this should be the beacon lights. The beacons. Okay, and this one right here will be, do I have taxi and landing lights? I don't think I do. So, taxi lights, I need landing lights. Fantastic. And then these two bottom ones will be nothing. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to fill these top 3 in. So I'm going to save this again. And I'm going to make some of the logic for it. We also need one that toggles between regular flight mode and VTOL mode. Because that seems like a good idea. Okay. So, where was I? Right, composite. Let's do this top panel first before I get into that. Need a artificial horizon right here. This will be a 1x1 monitor. And then I'll also have my HUD artificial horizon. So let's save this really quick. And let me load up my trusty dusty artificial horizon pack. This one right here. So I'll connect this to here. Actually, I'll just need to grab this really quick. Or I'll just grab, I suppose this is the exact same. So let me just double check this really quick. Okay, I could just switch this around really quick. Snatch this, and that'll be good. Okay, let me do new vehicle. Cap. Wait, what is what? Okay. We're going to need to use this for artificial horizon. This has the logic needed already in like a preset. So we'll use that. Let's put it further forward so we can actually fit the landing gear in there. That was artificial horizon presets. Okay. Let's move this back And we'll just put this right here. Just like that. Fantastic. So, we'll need to move the battery so it's out of the way. Just a tad bit. So we'll just move this right here for now. That's not really on anything. So let's place this block here so we can temporarily merge it. Fantastic. Let's grab this right here. And we'll simply cut it. And we'll move it forward. Where can I put this actually? There doesn't seem to be a lot of space. Okay, so I think I could just put it right here. I could try at least. Actually, no, this is for the landing gear. I need to do that still. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it in the roof, and then I'll put some XML over it. Okay, so I'll just simply place this down here, and I need to place an XML block right over the top of it. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about me being gone. I just had to take a phone call really quick. Okay, back to XML. Okay, need to place this to be 13 blocks. And it also has to be 3 blocks wide, so we'll set that really quick. And let's try this. Okay, let's just place this here. And we'll just simply paint it, and bam. Good. Good as new. We're just gonna have a few sensors here and there poking out, which isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so let's put this to the artificial horizon and maybe the HUD. Let's see if it would work with HUD. I'm not sure. So I'll do it when the seat is occupied. Let's see if that works. Electrics. Do we have electrics? Not for everything. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, circuit breaker on. I suppose that'll work. I mean, it's pretty distracting. Let me try... I'll try another way. Let's see if it looks any good with the hood. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. We could just try with that for now. Want to gear up. Parking brake, I suppose. That's important. Okay, let's go ahead and add a few more things right here. What were these going to be? Trying to remember. Oh yeah. We need a button that transfers our current flight mode to VTOL mode. Let's just do VTOL mode and then VTOL mode arm. Okay, and this will be a flip switch. This will be a flip switch right here as well. And yep, that'll be good. Okay. Fuel level. This will be it. Okay, and then fuel capacity. Okay. We'll put this as 0, 0, and then fuel level, we'll put this as 1,000. This will be 3, this will be 4, and then that'll be 2. Okay, so we're gonna leave those for now. And I suppose let's just hook it up now. Yeah. So might as well just get these up as well. So this will be airspeed. This one will be ground speed. Okay, this one right here, we'll put that as 2. Airspeed, ground speed, VSI, and altitude. Okay, this will be 4. They're all going to be dials. Okay, this will be 3, and yep. They'll all be 1 to 100. Just like that. Okay. Fantastic. So, we'll need to hook these up individually. So let's do that right now. Let's grab some instrument. Actually, let's grab some 3x2 seats, microcontrollers. We're going to need 4 of them. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4. Okay, so the first one is going to be airspeed, ground speed, VSI, altitude. So I need to put these in here. These are all going to be numbers. Airspeed, ground speed, VSI, and altitude. This will be a number, this will be a number, this will also be a number. And yes. Okay, let's lay these out. Then we need one composite. And this will be a composite right. Fantastic. Okay, now all we have to do is put this in just like this. This will be 1 through 4. We'll just connect this up just like that. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and update this. That's 1 done. Let's connect the composite. Okay, this next one is going to be VTOL mode and fuel level, fuel cap. So we're going to need 5 inputs for these. This will be VTOL mode, and this will be fuel level. This will be fuel cap. This will be a number. This will be a number. This will be a on-off output. And we'll just line those up like that. Then we need two composites. Fantastic. Okay, let's place these around. And for the output, actually these are the exact same. One of these needs to change. All right, fantastic. Let's get the composite on off. So channels 1 and 2 are just going to be going through an and it'll go to VTOL mode. Okay, this will be number 2, and that will go to there. Okay, now we need to write these numbers so that they go into the composite signal. So this will go to here, fuel level, and then fuel cap will be on channel count 2. Fantastic. The start channel will be 3, and that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and update this, and we'll connect to the composite materials. Okay, we got 2 more. This next one is going to be park and brake, land and gear up, nav, and taxi lights. So this one will be park brake, gear up, landing and taxi. No, nav and taxi. Actually, I don't remember. What is it? It is nav and taxi. Navigation lights and taxi lights. Okay, these will all be outputs. Just like this. Okay, let's separate these. And we need 1 composite. Okay, let's put this aside. And we'll put these right here. Okay. This will be channel 4. This will be channel 3. This will be channel 2. And that'll be 1. So let's just connect these up. Bam. That is good. All right, cool. We have 1 more after this until we are done with those for now. So we'll just simply connect this to here. This is beacons and landing lights. And then 2 more things that are just extra for now. And this one is landing, I believe. Okay, we're going to need a composite. This will be an input and these will be outputs. Okay, let's shrink this because we don't need the extra size. Alright, this will go to channel 1 and this one right here go to channel 2. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's update this. And we'll connect this to here. Okay, we need a beacon light. This one will just go right here. Let's paint this red, because that seems reasonable. Fantastic. Alright, now we just need to hide these, which it shouldn't be that hard. We just gotta find a reasonable place, which we could just hide underneath the actual body of the fuselage. We could try that. So we'll just move these around so that they go up right in here. Just like that. That's good. And then we also need to do these 2 over here. So we'll drag this around. And we don't want to break those. So we'll just Put this one right here. Fantastic. Now we have one more that will fit perfectly in between the other two. So we'll just move this along. Just over here, back up, back down, and right here. Fantastic. Okay. So let's connect a little bit of these up. So let's go ahead and work on the landing gear contraption. So let me save this really quick. And let's put this on a platform for testing. Okay, let's just build this up really quick. Okay, let's grab a battery to hook every electric up. Okay. So, if I wanted this in here, the center wheel would be here. I would need to go 6 blocks away from here, which this is 5 blocks away from there. So I just need to move these out by 1, which that's not a big deal. I do that. Okay. Just like that. That'll work. However, it should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and simply just break these right here. And we'll simply fill this in, just like this. Cool. We're gonna need a robotic pivot. This one right here. Okay, this is going to rotate us inwards to fold the actual wheels. Fantastic. So we're actually need to do double action here so it will open properly. So when this opens, this will also have a hatch that will also open at the same time to provide enough space for it to actually fold away. So, yes. Okay, let's paint all this. Fantastic. Okay. So, let's just paint this back to the gray. And then all we have to do now is add a connector bit. So let's add this sliding track grip connector to right here, and this will twist to go right here. Okay, we're just going to need to XML hide this in the wings. So we'll simply grab this, save this as an XML. And let's change the size to a 1x3, I suppose. It wouldn't hurt to do that. So we'll just cover this up and that, and then this we'll have to cover up on the other side. And this we'll cover up from right here. And this will be covered up through this and that. Okay, that's a little bit of a mess, but that's fine, it's not a big deal. Okay, that works just fine. Okay, let's do the other side now. So we'll cover this up, and this, move back, and then that will be covered up. Okay. I believe these are also covered up, so let's cover this up and that. And then this one is covered up from the inner side, just like that. Fantastic. Okay, that's good. Okay. We're just going to need a toggle button to see if it will actually toggle. So let's also do the front gear at the same time. So this will need to output a -1 to actually fold away. So I'm going to need a couple capacitors. Okay, this first one will be the doors opening and closing, which will that'll be the first second and the last second. Okay, so this will be the gear, which will be 2 seconds in and 2 seconds out. And the gear door closing, I think that's 4 seconds, and I believe this is 0 seconds. So I'm going to grab an add now to add, oh, actually, I need my numerical switch boxes really quick. This side one needs to be a -1. Okay, and we'll grab our add, and then we'll connect these together, just like that, and we'll simply just connect those together. Fantastic. Okay, the add will go to the doors, and that's it. Okay, then this will go to the actual gear folding. So this one is going to require just a number 1. So we'll just do this. Actually, this will be the same time as the door closing. So let me grab another one of these, and I'll close this. Actually, I think it'd be fine just off the regular doors. Okay, we could try that. Or maybe not. Okay, we'll just go off this. Okay. That should be fine. So let's try that out. Let's delete this, and let's add a toggle button. This one right here. And this will go to all the on-offs for the charger time. Then we need electrics really quickly. Seems like a reasonable idea. Okay, let's connect these two. Okay, let's try that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something really quick. The connector release. So, whenever this is powered and trying to fold in, the connector that's connecting it and holding it in place is not releasing. Okay, let me save this, and we'll try that. Because I forgot to save last time, which is not a good habit to pick up. That was supposed to fold in. The back did fold in though, so that's good. That's part of the way there. Okay. Did it not have power? No, it didn't have an input. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, then this could just fold into a basic wheel well and it'll be fine. So we'll just put this here and this here, and then we'll put this little wheel slot right here. Actually, we should turn mirror mode on. That would be a reasonable idea before I forget. And yeah. Okay, so let's just paint this inside just like that. And let's try this. Save it first, though. Okay, seems to work pretty well. Can I unfold though? Oh, whoa, whoops. That was kind of scary, actually. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so this discharge actually no, this should be 4 seconds right here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this is having trouble. I'll have to fix that. It's only on one side, so that's kind of suspicious. Alright. What's going wrong? Maybe I'll just put this on this as well. It will minimize the impact that it has. Okay, let's merge this and this. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that works pretty well. Does it fit very well on the inside? Yeah, for the most part. It gets in the way of the propeller. It's slightly problematic. I hope it doesn't create too big of an issue. Okay, so, now what we'll do is we'll have the jet engine starter on key button 4. Jet engine start. And yeah. So I believe that's all I'm going to stream for the day. Actually, I think I'll stream for a little bit longer. Maybe 15 more minutes. Okay, so, um, hmm. Yeah, I think I'll just end the stream for the day. Seems like the most reasonable thing to do. Okay. So, let me set this up really quick. I want to... Oh, there we go. So, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, whoever did watch to the end. I do really appreciate that, and I do appreciate whoever tuned in as well. And yeah, I'll leave you guys off with this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, bye for now.